Hey everybody, Playtendo Guy here, and I'm back with a brand new video. And today I'm back doing another topic video where I'm going to talk about a certain topic and explain my thoughts and opinions on it. And today it's going to be a topic about fandom and what the hell's gone on with it. So that's more than enough waffling, and let's get into it. So greetings and salutations everybody, hope you're all doing well and keeping safe, and thank you for joining me for another video, another topic video where I'm going to go through a topic and talk about it. And as I said in the intro, today's going to be talking about fandom and what the hell's going on with it. Fandom used to be a great thing where like-minded individuals would talk about something that they really loved, be it Star Wars, be it Doctor Who, be it Marvel, be it video games, be it any big franchise, anything, where like minded individuals would talk about the stuff that they love, have a discussion, and get on with their lives. But now, with the birth of online and various other things, it feels like fandom is just always spooling for a fight, shall we say. Everybody is so vocal, everybody is very aggressive, and the thought of critical thinking and critical talking about something has gone out the window. It seems like now it's like you're either with us or you're against us, and you must love it. And if you do not love it, then you're not a part of us. It's such a weird thing. You can't not like everything. Everybody likes different things, and you're not going to agree with everybody on everything. And that's the truth. People need to realise that. Doctor Who, this new era for Doctor Who, for me, I have not been a fan of it. There's been some high points, but mostly low points. And it's nothing against the actors, nothing against them. I think the writing isn't up to snuff, especially compared to other seasons, especially during the golden modern era from 2005, 2010, and 11. It just doesn't hit like that does anymore. And it does feel like it's been dumbed down quite a bit. Now, if I put that on Facebook, a Doctor Who forum, I would be lambasted with loads of stuff saying that I was this, that, and the other. I'm not targeting anybody, I'm not saying nasty things about anybody, I'm just saying that it's not great, in my opinion. Now, if you like it, good for you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. For me, it doesn't hit like how it used to. If you enjoyed it, good for you. Now, while you do streams on the channel, I've done streams for quite a few years now with a whole bevy of guests. Everybody has a different opinion on various different things. And if somebody likes Rise of Skywalker, it's not a film that I enjoy, but fair play for them for liking it. We have a joke about it, but we respect each other's opinions. And it just feels like people these days just don't respect other people's opinions. It feels like a very much a cult mentality. People seem to be so attached to these IPs that anybody says anything remotely negative about them and they're in for the attack. In for the attack. Think it's a personal attack. And it isn't. Star Wars. I wear the t-shirts, but a lot of the Star Wars content post Disney has been bad. It's not been good. But if you like it, fair enough. I absolutely detest the Acolyte. I thought it was awful. But if people like it, fair play to them. I'm not, doesn't bother me. If they like it, I'm glad they got some enjoyment out of it. And I'd like to know what they liked about it. For me, I will give my case of why I didn't like the show. And if somebody else gave me their reason for liking the show, it's fair enough. There's no need to go into personal insults and attacks on each other. At the end of the day, life is too short to be arguing over a TV series. People seem so attached to these IPs, to these brands now, like it's some sort of religion, a place of belonging, if you will. And I'd like to be a part of, I like being part of a fandom, or I did. Most of the time now, I just sit on the sub bench and look at the comments. I don't even participate because I know if I participate and comment in my opinions, I'm just going to get a load of attacks. It's not worth it. Where the critical talk and the critical thinking has all gone, I never know. And I do think like online has kind of doubled down on the issues. It does feel like everybody has a sort of god complex that think that the only opinion is right is theirs. They also think that companies are specifically speaking to them, and they're not. That's the thing. The companies make stuff not for you and me. They make it for money. That's the thing with everything. Everything is made for a profit. It's not made just for people. Well, of course, it's made for people, but if nobody watches it, then it gets axed. There's a reason why the Acolyte got axed. Nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. If they were doing it for you, they would make another series, but they didn't. They didn't. I mean, they might make another series. I don't know, but people didn't watch it. People didn't like it. The majority of people didn't like it, so they didn't make another series. They didn't. If they did it for people who they thought they were speaking to, they would have made another one. But at the end of the day, these are the businesses. They're not doing it for kindness or thinking that they care about you. They're just making it for money. And they're just hoping essentially that you just consume content and move on to the next one and be happy. The thing that really gets me is one of the most silliest sayings I've ever heard is if you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you're saying that to a fan of whether it's Star Wars to Doctor Who to whatever, it's stupid. You are a fan. You are going to watch. You are going to see if this thing's any good. Doctor Who, I'm a big fan of it. I've been a fan of it ever since it got revived 20 years ago. And even though the Jodie Whittaker era and this new era we're shooting out there, I'm not a fan of, I give it a watch and hope that there are good episodes. And there has been some good episodes in both eras. I mean, this season, it's been a mixed bag. I think there's been 2 really good episodes in it, and the rest of them I've not been too hot on. I definitely haven't been. But I go into each episode with expectations moderate, hoping that it's a good time. And if it's good, I will shout from the rooftops that it's good. I generally want stuff to be good. I don't want to bitch about something that I really love. I've been a huge fan of Doctor Who for years, so when somebody who's only just joined the bandwagon about 5 years ago tells me that I'm not a fan and I should go and touch grass, these attacks really just doesn't help fandom in general. And this also goes in part and parcel with celebrities, stars, writers, people who work on the show also say like, this isn't made for you anymore. This isn't made for you. Go touch grass. And then moan when nobody watches it. What? Why would people watch something where you're attacking them? What? What mentality do you think that? You are trying to sell something to the general population and you're telling people this wasn't made for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Go touch grass. And then moan that nobody watch it. It's really pathetic. It is. You're moaning that nobody watches it, and then if anything happens and your show gets axed, it's really just completely mind-boggling. Now, there are trolls out there. I am not going to skirt around it. There are some absolute idiots out there who write some really horrible things, and they shouldn't do. But a lot of people now are being brandished with the same brush, saying that, like, if you don't like something, oh, you're as bad as them. Trolls exist. They do. Get them on. I get them on this channel. I get them on streams. And you know what I do? I don't pay attention. I delete them and just get on with my life. And people need to bloody realise that. It is really stupid that you shouldn't target people with the same brush at all. I don't like this new era of Doctor Who. There's been some good moments into it. But I'm not a troll. I'm just a concerned fan. I don't want to get too optimistic and then be disappointed. Last season, the final 2-part was great. The first part was, and then the second part was a waste of time. It was. And that's why I go in with moderate expectations with loads of stuff now. And if it's good, I will shout out from the ceiling that it's good. Star Wars, Andor's currently airing. It is the best thing that Disney has produced in well over a decade. It's incredible. It is so unlike Disney. I love it. And I will do anything I can to shout it from the rooftops that you need to see it. It's a hard sell. I will say it's a hard sell because it's spin-off to a spin-off film, to a prequel film, and it's quite long-winded, but the payoff is great. But easily one of the biggest things that fandom and people in fandom seem to have forgotten is just respect and decency. But there's one huge, great big thing that is defining fandom and is really splitting up it, and it's been a thing about 5 to 7 years in the making. And it's one of the things that you don't really bring up on the dinner table, or at least it didn't in my household, and that's politics. Yes, the P word, politics. It's a thing that's so integral to everything on how the country, how the world is run. Everything is now like everything to do with fandom has been like kind of connected into politics, and like of course there is essence of politics in everything from Star Wars, Doctor Who, and all that. There has always been, but now it seems to be like a political benchmark of like if you don't like this show, then you're this, or if you like this show, you're this. It's utterly baffling for me. Films, TV, games are a way to escape modern life. Modern life, the stuff that's going on in the world now is shit. And I don't need to be reminded of it when I watch something or if I want to discuss something. It should be something that everybody should be celebrating and enjoying and making the most of to escape what's on in the world, the horrors and the misery. I don't understand why people have to treat it so seriously, like politics. I mean, I'm sure if you are there in the comment section, you can tell me why. But to have this as like whether you like a show or not as an important as an election, to hold something like for argument's sake as the acolyte as a beacon of like you have to like this because politics. I don't get it. I don't know why we just cannot like what we like, dislike what we dislike, have a chat about it, get on, and move on. Everything has to be so aggressive, so nasty, really. And it's both sides. I'm not saying one side's worse than the other. Both sides are as bad as each other. And people in the middle who just want to talk about it, just be like, well, why should I bother? People want good storytelling. People want to enjoy stuff. People want to forget about the stuff going on in the world. They want to be transported to a different world with brilliant written characters and wonderfully detailed stories. They don't want to be hammered home about everything and why if you don't like this show then you're terrible. It's so unbelievable how people can be these days. At the end of the day, people seem to be like living and dying by the sword for these fandoms, for these things, whether it's Star Wars, Marvel, superheroes, cartoons, video games. And my answer is why. If you agree with what some of the stuff they're saying in these stuff, fair play. But if someone don't like a thing because they don't like it, don't have a go at them and don't feel like it's a personal attack. And it really does say something as us as a society of how low we have come to where we have to argue about something so trivial as like a Star Wars show or Doctor Who or bloody Marvel. It's really saddening to see. I mean, there's more that unites us than divides us, and to divide ourselves over not liking a show or a game or something, it's shocking. And I don't know whether they feel like to defend these big companies is a good thing and it makes them feel better because these companies care about you. I have some hard truth. They don't care. They don't care at all. I'm a big fan of Nintendo and PlayStation, hence the title of the channel. Who'd have thought that? But I will pull out both companies on their BS. I'm looking forward to the Switch too. But I'm not going to pretend it's perfect. There's a lot of BS Nintendo's doing, and I will point it out. But the amount of attacks I get from people saying like, "Oh, you're not a fan. You don't understand." I'm like, "Well, I am a fan. I do understand. This is just my opinion." And like, I think people just want to roll over and say like, "Yeah, do whatever you like, companies." And that's another topic for another day with the video game side of things. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is like, don't it's always good to have brand loyalty to like what you like. Not saying anything about it, but try not to be so much like a pack mentality to it. Don't be aggressive to people who don't like a show that you like. Try and get on more. Try and chat about what you liked and what you didn't like. Have a civil discussion. Don't use nasty words and have a go at people. Life is too short for that. And there's a lot of crap going on in the world, and we don't need more people being nasty to each other. It's so sad to see. I think what the whole point is, what I'm getting at is like, life is too short to argue over trivial things like Star Wars, Doctor Who, Marvel, video games. we all have different opinions. We all agree to disagree on other things. We can have a debate on what we liked and what we didn't like about something, but don't try going down the name calling, being nasty, and just the horrible toxicity online. And I do feel like a lot of people feel like because they're online, they're not seeing this person face to face, they can get away with a lot more. They wouldn't personally say it to someone to their face, but somebody wouldn't say that to someone in public. But because they're online, they think they are protected because you are behind a screen and you're just typing away that, and this person may be living on the other side of the world. People feel like it's more easier to be nasty. And I know, like in gaming, especially when playing stuff like on Call of Duty online, there's always been trash talk. There's always been that sort of trash talk mentality, and that's just a thing with that sort of game. But this is much more than that. These are deep, these are really nasty stuff, and people just need to lighten up a bit more, respect each other a bit more, and just grow up. That's the thing. I don't like The Acolyte, but if you like it, good for you. I don't like this new era of Doctor Who. You like it, good for you. But don't have a go. Don't have a go. I like Andor. I can totally get why people don't like it. I actually quite liked Ahsoka. I thought it was alright. But I understand why a lot of people didn't like it. It's just respect. That is the biggest thing that I think, is that of all things, we should be accepting of one another's opinions. We shouldn't see it as a personal attack. We shouldn't see it as a political statement. We should just see it as what it is, an opinion. And like assholes, we all have one. So yeah, that is my thoughts and opinions on fandom as a whole, and why it's got so toxic, and why it can be a nasty place to be. It's a topic that I could go down further and could get more deeper on, but I think I set out my stall quite well, and I hope that you can see where I'm coming from, and we can have a talk about it in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody, for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. You stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye!